Here he comes now, Mr. Super 8 millimeter, Dennis Dugan.
Hi, filmmakers and friends of filmmakers and tomorrow's filmmakers. There's going to be awards given, but film is not baseball. It's not a competitive sport. Everybody who completed a film and entered in the festival is really a winner. But the thing to remember about your films is that what makes them different and what makes them unique and what makes them special and makes people want to watch them is the fact that you are in them. I don't mean in them as an actor, but I mean that you are, your personality, who you are, comes across. It gets revealed in film. The more honest you are, the more of you is shared. And that's very important for everybody, for all of us. Right now, there's a trend in films to reflect life, and life has become fairly violent in our world. So if films of the future can show a world that could be, that might be, a better world, then I think people can emulate the films and create that world. And that's very important for young filmmakers to remember, because you're going to be the people who are going to be making those films. So, let's get on with it. The first film today will be by Gary Ellis. It's called Number 8, and it's the winner of a special award of Best Director. It's the first time that the festival has had a Best Director award. Let's look at it.
directed 17 people on your cast and crew. What was that like?
It was very hectic having all these people. A lot of them, they weren't all in each shot, and when I was filming, say, about 5 people, everyone else was playing with the chalkboard or screwing around with all the the glasses and stuff I had, or just generally getting in my way and things like that, and I got very angry with them and all that, but I guess that's how it goes filming and all.
Yeah. Well, what about your main cast, your actors and actresses?
Well, it's a good thing I picked people that worked real well, because I had to spend a lot more time with them than everyone else. And I had Mrs. Duffy, who used to be my English teacher, who played the teacher in the film. I figured that she was probably right for the oppressive teacher. And then we had Tony Clone, a friend of mine, who just fit just right with the character of Tony Clone in the film.
Well, what was it like working with your director?
It was fun because you know, I'm usually in the director's seat in the classroom, and here's Gary telling me everything I should do, what I should think and feel and touch and move, and how many times I should touch the page and use this finger, don't use this finger, and he was really exact. He knew exactly what he wanted.
No kidding.
He just said do it, and I did it. There wasn't any characterization. It's more me than anything else.
I thought it was great for Gary to have something he could really sink his teeth into. You know, he really had something to say in his film, and he had a nice, fun way of showing it.
Yeah.
And he got a good grade.
Yeah.
Did you do any planning for the film?
Did a lot of planning. When I started working on the film, coming with ideas and all that about how it's to be paced on, I wanted it to be moving all the time, to not linger with anything too long, which I might have done last year and all that, which I'm starting to notice now. And I want to generally just keep moving on and on. You never let the audience, you know, have time to turn around and go get popcorn or anything.
Okay, now we will see Laser Battle by Natalie Nowacid and Rick Daniel. This film was awarded Best Soundtrack.
Your film, A Laser Battle, Natalie and Rick won.
Best soundtrack.
Right. I would never have known. Actually, you composed the music yourself, isn't that right, Natalie?
Yeah, I like composing music.
Yeah.
It's all original.
Right. Well, what were some of the ideas behind composing this?
Well, first I got a main theme, which is the bass notes. And from that I got the main title, which is in the beginning, the introductory for the credits, and then Jenny's theme and John's theme, and then the end.
Yeah, basically she developed a theme for each thing that happened. She even has a battle theme for when the lasers are going.
Yeah.
She was a little faster for that.
Yeah.
Well, what made you decide one set of musical notes over another, depending on the person?
It was the mood of the people. Like John is a guy, so you have to be really harsh with the guys, and then it's like
right,
something like that.
Right.
And then the girls are just
right, okay,
really sweet and nice.
What's the most important thing about a film?
Okay, one of the most important things about film is basically you start off with a good script. You have to have a good script to start off. Then you need, the actors have to be really good. The technical part of film has to be very good. Most of the aspects behind the whole situation, the editing and the sound and so on and so forth is what really makes it. And the music. The music
is probably the most important.
Yeah, the music is a very important thing. It really carries the weight of the story by, expressing the mood of what's happening.
Yeah. But I don't think a movie would be too much without the music. I think it's probably half and half. I mean, music is important and the film is important.
What's the difference between music and sound?
Okay, sound. Music is more creative, I think. It sets a mood. Sound is just like, if you didn't have that, it wouldn't be the same as just having music. You need sound effects because it adds more life, real life to it.
Yes.
And music just adds fantasy. So like sound effects is reality, music is fantasy. I think.
Mark Gary and Rick Richards used another approach to sound for their film, Oddity, which tied Best Soundtrack.
You don't look so good. He looks unhappy, doesn't he? Oh, hi, Sam. How you doing? I've been for a long time. Hey, that's not good. Hey, just died. She didn't. That's not good. No way. No. Brent is dying. Oh, goody. This is gonna work. Oh, it's working. Ah, didn't work. Guess it again. Quicksand. Quicksand. Oh, quicksand is right. This is gonna work. Okay, you did it. Let's see. This feels weird. This is it. This is gotta do it. Okay. Hello, handsome. Oh no, I don't want to.
Okay, well, how did you make those wonderful mumbly sounds with the microphone? Here's a microphone here. Can you show us how you did that?
Okay, I just cut my hand over like this, really tight, so no air really got in, so you couldn't hear the projector on the outside. And just mumbled into it like this. And it vibrates the thing.
I see. Can you give us some of your sounds, just like you had in the film?
No point in living.
There's no point in living. I'm just gonna kill myself and get it over with.
Mark, did you make a sound for the film?
Not very much. I did the little dog. That was about it.
Oh, you did?
I did a little bit of
and
the
the
sound
second
effects.
monster on the double-headed monster coming in.
Can Can you do the dog for us? And then the second
Probably
headed
won't sound
monster?
right,
You
but
can
I'll try.
announce it. Okay.
This is when the dog was going down in the quicksand. Yeah, I wanted it to...
Yeah, he wanted to have it mumbly, but he didn't want it to be,
I wanted it so you'd have to listen to hear the film.
Yeah.
To listen, you know, to understand it.
and it was, you were listening to his thoughts mostly, not to actually what he was saying. It was kind of this, what he was thinking. The way it was arranged made the movie a little more active.
Made it more active.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you both make decisions about that together? What part did you play in the film?
Oh, I probably directed most of the animation. I tried to, because I've had a little bit of experience with animation. So I did that mainly, and Rick did the soundtrack.
Yeah. A lot of people have criticism about the schools that they teach things that aren't relevant. Would you say that filmmaking is relevant?
A lot more than
Yeah.
social studies and English. I don't see where you'll use that in your life. Film is a career you can get into.
Well, what if you
field.
don't have a career in film? Can you still use it in some way?
Yeah, just it's a hobby.
Changes your
Yeah.
perspective of how you see other films. I like making them different, odd, weird. That's my... As Rick knows,
Yes.
I'm very weird at school and everywhere I try. I won't do anything now because I'm supposed to be sophisticated, so...
I was going to wear a tux, and I went to Celix to rent it, and I found out Orson Welles already had it for the weekend. Some of you may remember Barry Toya from last year. This time he teamed up with Jim Webb to create this film that eats among us.
There you
And
go.
it's the winner
Give me $1.
of Best
Enjoy
Cinematography
yourself at the movie.
and Best Special Effects.
Go.
did the two of you get together?
Okay, well, I started making films, and I wasn't too successful. And I saw Barry Toya on TV, and I said, wow, look at that film they made. That's great. So I approached him, and I asked him, you know, how did you guys get so good at filmmaking? And that's how we got together. And he saw that I liked to make films, and he said, let's get together and make one.
And I like animation a lot, and when I found out he did, kind of, and so I said, oh wow, he lives real near, he's just 2 blocks away, and I didn't even know he was there, and it really surprised me.
Barry came to me and said he had an idea, and I didn't know how we were going to do it, but he showed me how we could do it in here, and they made it very simple. He said where to get the materials, and we went down and we bought the screen first of all.
Aha, so what do you do with all of this? Tell me about that.
Okay.
Well, when you turn on the projector, the image reflects off the mirror and goes onto the Scotch-Lite screen. I put the model in front of this screen and animate it so that when the camera picks it up through the mirror, it picks it up all put together and into one single scene with the creature involved in it.
Jim, what about this cinematography?
Well, we tried to get as many angles as we could to make it interesting to look at. And I didn't want the same, you know, this type of backyard filming that's always straight on. Try to angle it every way we could. And it was kind of difficult because we had no cameraman. Because if there was both of us involved in a scene, we had to set the camera off automatically and run in front of an act and then run back. That's how we did a lot of it.
Do you like what you do?
I really like what I do. When I animate, it's a fantasy. You're making something impossible come true into life. You're making an inanimate object come to life, like a beast of some kind. And it's really exciting because what you see, it comes alive and it inspires you more. And I love it. I like to get into it a lot.
It's one of the few things in my life that gives me gratification, and other people can see what I do and say, hey, that's really good. Because, you know, most of your life you're criticized for whatever, and this is one of the few things that I'm not.
Winner, best editing, best concept, best film went to None by Brent Kay and Al Hernandez.
Thank you.